box to create a new paradigm between a leader and those they influence. Make no mistake, once you are outside of the box, you will periodically turn back and reflect upon your time in the box. But Marisa and Simon gently turn our sight towards the limitless possibilities that exist on the horizon. That horizon of possibility not only challenges each of us to be at our best as we encounter new unknowns, but more importantly, those infinite opportunities will be instrumental in our creation of our next generation of leaders. Our future leaders will author their own definition of what it means to be outside of the box. In fact, our future leaders, by leveraging this book, will redefine for all of us what leadership outside of the box truly means in the decades to come. Mary Ludden, MBA, PhD, Senior Vice Chancellor and Senior Vice Provost, Northeastern University. Preface. You have exactly one life in which to do everything you'll ever do. Act accordingly. Colin Wright, author, Act Accordingly. Simon and I have dedicated our almost 3 decades together to living a life guided by curiosity. Many years ago, we reached the point when our opinions and our pictures of happiness aligned, illuminating for us how it was that we wanted to live our lives. This realization came at a low point in my day when he said to me, "Life isn't something you have to do. Life is something you get to do." From that moment, I realized that I didn't have to stay in a job that didn't add value to my day. But what else did I want to do in this one short and unpredictable existence on Earth? In my opinion, Simon's outlook on life makes him one of the greatest philosophers of our time. He's right. Life is something we get to do, and there's so much we could do. I left the office and entered the classroom where I taught high school students language arts and coached the cheerleading and dance teams. Simon became a project manager for some global corporations and then for a local government. We'd both enjoyed our time in graduate school, and he wanted to return for his PhD, which eventually led him to higher education administration. After about a decade, I left the classroom, earned my EDD, and pursued my dream of working in the publishing industry. But we still ask ourselves what else we want to do. Combining that inquiry with our insatiable curiosity, we had the perfect recipe for research. Over the years, we've merged our interests and researched different topics. One concept kept resurfacing, the idea that there is no box. But what does that even mean? To us, it means not settling for what others have chosen as the default standard. It means that instead of doubting yourself when you wonder if you could do something that might seem out of reach, you think, why not? Any of us who have had jobs have had bosses, people with titles like supervisor, manager, or director. But have you had the opportunity to work with a leader? Bosses are not always leaders, and vice versa. Simon and I have studied leadership since our 20s, and it really bothered us that we couldn't name more than a handful of good leaders between the two of us. Why hadn't we had the opportunity to work with more effective leaders during our careers? Fortunately, we have worked with some bosses who were also fantastic leaders. As we engaged more with other leaders in different industries, our beliefs were challenged, and we grew in ways we never imagined. Most notably, we witnessed the power of a certain type of leader, the relatable leader. Relatable leaders are essential because they understand that there is no box. They understand everyone has their own journey to get to where they want to be, and they don't expect everyone to follow the same path. And once we understood that concept, we found our why not. A while ago, I tweeted, "When you reach the point in your life where you're living your dream, I hope you remember to appreciate the path you traveled to get there. Then, if you're able, help someone else on their path." Our ambition in life is to help others find and travel their paths. There is no one way to make it, whatever make it even means. It's all relative because success looks different for everyone. You're never too late or too old to achieve your goals, and your goals can change over time. You're not stuck on one track. There's not